gorgeous. Look at that. It's definitely worth the money. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, you guys, I miss you guys so much, and I know you guys see from the title of the video is super long overdue. I know y'all like, Simone, we don't want to watch it now because half of you took so long, but please, like I said in my last video, I just started working back in San Francisco and I've had so much going on, so this is why the video has taken so freaking long. But you guys are definitely in for a treat because I'm super excited to be sharing my whole month's review on this tablet. I've had a lot of fun using it. It has came within the clutch for me. So if you guys are still interested in watching, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button, please leave me a comment. You guys know you guys are free to cuss me out if y'all want to cuss me out, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're new here, thank you guys for tuning in. So let's get into the video. Okay, y'all, so before we even touch the tablet, I just want to give you guys a quick review of how I felt about the tablet for the month and some change that I've had it. So far I do like the tablet. Like, if I had to grade this tablet, I would give it like a soft, I'm not gonna say soft, I'll say solid. I would have to give it like a solid B+. There's a lot of things I do like about it, and there's certain small things that I feel like should have been added, but like I said, you can look past it if you choose to, but I will have to say B+. And as you guys know, as a small disclaimer, for all my tech people, for all my people who really know the ins and outs of technology as far as tablets and stuff, I'm not that person. I use my tablet for everyday use, like for work, personal, or whatever. So if you guys are looking for all those crams and nicks, that's not me, so please don't try to come for me. I use this based on my life and what I really need the tablet for. So far as like music, movies, multitasking, you know, stuff for work, as far as like answering emails, taking calls, that's what I really have the tablet for. So if you're more like me, I can show you guys some of the things that comes with this tablet, but if you're looking for every single detail about it, I'm not that person. It's just everyday use, so please don't come for me. This is just what this video is going to really be based about, things that I really like the tablet for. So let's get into it because I don't want to ramble and make this super long. So for y'all who saw my unboxing video, and if you didn't, please go back and check that out. This is the case that I bought with the tablet. I love it. I think it's so cute. It gives you like schoolgirl vibes. It gives you kind of real cute composition notebook. You know, it gives you that sexy nerd theme that I really, really like. And one thing about it, it really does protect your case. It's very sturdy. I love it. The only thing I wish it did have was the flap that goes across the S Pen, because y'all know with the S Pen, it will clamp on. But I always catch myself having to hold it like this because I don't want the S Pen to fall out, because I feel like we pay a lot of money for it and we ain't got time to be trying to replace or lose it. So I just wish it had that flap. But if you guys ever find it and it does have the flap, let me know, because I would definitely buy it, because I'd be so worried about this S Pen sometimes. But yeah, so when you open it, as you can see, it's fully covered. You can use it as a 3-way part stand. It's very versatile. I love it. And I just like the way when you open it, it just has this big, oh, look how pretty that screen is, y'all. This is the wallpaper I have on my lock screen, and then I have a different one as far as my home screen. So let me flip this over and let me turn this way to you guys. So I'm going to have the screen like right here so you guys can see and follow me through everything that I do. So let me type in my code and let's get into it. Okay. So now that we're recording, you guys can see everything that I have here. So as you guys can see, my my wallpaper is different from my lock screen. So this was one of the things that I want to point out to you guys. So I do know a lot of you guys in my phone case videos always ask me, where do I get my wallpapers from? And I do go to the Galaxy store. So I'm just going to show you guys this firsthand. This is the Galaxy store, so you guys see it before we get into everything else. As you can see, when we go into themes, you notice no wallpapers come up. And this is why I grade the tablet as a B+, because I feel like if you're going to give us a Galaxy store, give us everything that comes with the Galaxy store, and that does mean themes and wallpaper. And I noticed when because this is like the first thing that I do when I get my devices, I customize it to my personal needs and wants and what I want it to look like. And I noticed that this feature was not offered, and I think that's kind of weird. And even you can see in my search bar, I'm looking for the wallpapers, and yes, these are here, but these are not cute, and these are not the ones that you're technically supposed to get. So I'm like, why was this not offered? Like, does that make sense? So Samsung, I'm sorry, you kind of failed on that one. But if you guys want to get you some cute wallpapers, what I would recommend you doing is going to an app called Zedge. This is some of the places I have gotten other wallpapers from, and these are just as good. As you can see, it has wallpaper, video wallpaper. You can get notification sounds and everything. And this is where I go to get all of my wallpapers. And this is how I had to do it to customize my tablet, because Galaxy was not offering any. So yeah, that's where I went. But back to the main home screen, this is no different than my phone. I customize my tablets by my phone because it's the bigger reflection of the phone. So I got my time, I have my contacts, I have my messages. And one thing I do love about messages, and this is one of the features that I really liked, that you can pair your phone to your tablet, which we all know you can do, but it gives you like that really deep pair to where I could say, just for fun, I went 4 days without using my phone and I did not notice the difference. And even like, what was it, Monday, I accidentally, if you're from the Bay, you know where Pittsburgh Bar Station is, I accidentally dropped my phone and I didn't know I dropped it, and I was phoneless for about 8 to 9 hours. And thank God people are still honest, because the guy turned in my phone, and I was able to still take all my business calls and answer things with my tablet as if I never lost my phone. And that was the thing that came into the clutch with me, because if we all know, if we don't have our phones, we feel naked. So by me having this and not like really feeling like I was without a phone, that was great. Like, my phone number is on here. I even have a second like business number on here. So for the ones that's supposed to have my personal number can have it. The ones who have my other number, trap number, you have it. So, and I get all the calls, and anything that was sent to that phone was sent to here, and I was miles from my phone. So if you guys ever want to know about that feature, we could talk more about it, and leave me a comment and I'll gladly have that conversation. Next, I have Messenger, I have Chrome, I have Chase, I have the camera, and I really love the camera because even when I need to take a really cute selfie, after a certain amount of seconds, it'll take a selfie for me. And I think that's really freaking dope, that I don't have to worry about having to struggle trying to hold the camera and take a picture at the same time. But as you guys can see, the quality of the camera is so fucking dope. It looks like my phone. And I like that if you're even taking pictures with other people, it will really expand out and give you that whole, as you can see, just take a picture, that it will really give you that whole group shot. And then, you know, at the bottom you have portrait, you have video, and then you have more, which is all the extra things as far as like pro video, single take, night, food, panorama, hyper clips, and portrait video. I really do enjoy having all these things. And then you have Bixby Vision, that's dope. And then AR zone. So I think that's really cool, and I love it. So I don't have to really struggle taking pictures. So if you guys ever want a video quality test, we can do it too. And I can show you guys how that works. But yeah, let's do that right now. So I'm going to flip this over, take the S Pen off, and we're going to flip this around so you guys can kind of get, oh yes, and it also gives you how big and how small you want to go with all your videos, and I love the zoom on here. So let's take a quick video so you guys can see. Okay, yes. So I am recording now. I love the quality. Like, maybe on the camera it's not giving it justice, but it's super clear. This is my little crazy looking living room. Say hi, guys. So you guys can get the whole lapse of everything. So let's turn this off. So yeah, I love the camera, you guys. I've taken so many dope like photography shots with this thing. I love it to pieces. Far as next, I have gallery, and then I have my Facebook notifications that you see in this little square over here, because 95% of the time, like when I'm traveling, you'll see me scrolling on Facebook, and I just love how big the screen is, and it just gives you that whole, like, you hold the world in your hand type feel. And then I have Instagram. So let me show you guys what Instagram is looking like. So this is what I'm saying, like, far as if you're a scroller like me who can scroll all day without no issues, I just love how clear the picture is. And I love also how loud it gets. So that was one of the main things I was looking forward to as far as with this tablet. So this is what Instagram looks like. Oh, look at Morgan. She looks so pretty. I'm glad she's doing so good for herself. And next we do have YouTube. So with YouTube, let's turn this on really quickly so you guys can kind of get a feel of everything. Here, let me turn this down so I don't get copyrighted. But I want to give you guys, let's do the Beyonce video. Do you guys just see how pretty that looks? I wish I could play the sound, but you know, copyright. I just feel like I'm just literally standing right next to her when I'm watching stuff. Like, anytime I'm watching a movie, I just feel like I'm in the movie because how big and how just clear it is. It's gorgeous. Look at that. It's definitely worth the money. I can't say that. If, like I said, if you could look past certain little hiccups, it shouldn't be an issue. But ultimately, if you guys really just want to use this even for movies, it's worth it. Next, we do have where I keep all thousands of my music. And this is what I am going to turn on so you guys can hear how loud it gets. I don't know if the camera's picking up how loud this camera really is, but it gets loud. It's crazy because like my dad and my ex had said, damn, Simone, it's like you're walking around with a mini plasma screen TV or computer, and it is. Like, y'all, I think this is what, the 15-inch? This is like a 15-inch, and it's every bit. It's heavy. You have to hold it with a full palm. Like, you're not gonna just be able just because your hand is gonna it's gonna hurt after a certain amount of time. So you have to hold this. It's kind of heavy. So far as next, I have Snapchat, I have Cash App, I have my Gmail, I have my video chat. So if I need to take business calls at work, I have that, you know, on display for me. I have Shazam when I like music and I just want to grab it real quick to know what I'm about to listen to. That's cool. I do have my AliExpress, I do have Netflix, and I do have my USPS mobile. Y'all, I use this app more than anything because I'm always ordering shit because y'all know I'm a compulsive shopper, so I like to track all my packages. And then I have my reminders because I've noticed through the holiday season, and maybe it's just me, I've noticed I'm starting to forget a lot of shit. Like, does anybody ever feel like that? Like, you just feel like you're always forgetting something? That's me, and I feel like it's gotten bad, and I know it always happens around the holidays, so I desperately keep that locked. Next, I have my phone, I have voicemail, I have my calendar, I have Lyft, I have maps, calculator, app store, and settings. So I try to keep it, like I said, based to my phone as possible. So the next slide that we have, this is what I like to call my movie theater slash shopping while I'm watching a movie slash eating. So this is like entertainment, like home management entertainment. So I got my Rent app, my PayPal, Cash app, you know, all those good apps. And then I have like my little small shopping side, and then this is where I keep all my movies. And like if I don't feel like getting out, going to go get something to eat, I can just always have it delivered. So literally I never have to leave my house if I don't want to. I'm an introvert, so I never like to really leave the house if I don't have to. And then next we do have my, I want to say my art studio. So this is basically everything I use to do my videos, to edit Instagram pictures whenever I decide to take pictures. If I'm doing my photography, I keep all these apps in one area because I hate to have to like scramble throughout the whole tablet, and I feel like it takes longer. So I like to keep all that in one solid area by itself. So that's what that is. Now, one thing that I did like about, and this is where I'm going to use the S Pen to help me, I love the multi tasking that you can do. So let me see if I can. So say if I want to go on Instagram, right? And then say if I want to say, I think I want to do text messages. So where's my messages? Here we go. Better yet, because this thing is acting crazy, we'll do YouTube. This thing is so funny. Let's try it again one more time. Let's do Instagram. And then let's do... Why is it not multitasking? This is so funny. Because I was literally just doing this. Okay. I swear to God, this is acting... Oh my God, please don't start having your own mind now that we're doing this. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, like, please let us not start acting crazy. Let's see. This... Y'all, I'm really starting to think this tablet don't like it right now because I think I've used this so much. This is too funny. There we go. So, because I'm like, I know good and hell well I know what the hell I'm doing. Sometimes, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'll be running this tablet crazy because how much I've used it, and sometimes it catches its own little personality. But as you guys can see, like, if I wanted to multitask and do all these little, like, fun things, I'm able to, like, switch it over. I'm able to do, like, a lot of fun things. So this is the thing I like the most. So say if I wanted just to go on Amazon while I'm watching a movie really quick and shop at the same time. As you guys can see, I'm buying also Christmas gifts. I love how I can play around with the screen and do multiple things at one time. And that's the thing like that I love the freaking most. And say if I wanted to even just add... This thing is making me really not like it right now. Please stop being so mean to me. Okay, so I can just go back. But you can do multiple screens at one time. I just hate this tablet is now going to act up now that I'm doing stuff. But if I just wanted to do both things at the same time, like I said, it's fun to do. It's easy to use. It's not going to cause a lot of issues. And I'm able to do so. So like when my boss is like, Smoke, can you do this? I'm like, yeah. And I'm still watching the movie at the same time while I'm doing it. So multitask. So that's one of the things I did like. Now, one of the things I did not like with this device is the S Pen. As you guys know, I'm really kind of post X Pen. Because I feel like you have a finger. What do you need it for? And I feel like Samsung should really start offering that option of, do you want the S Pen or do you not want it? Because I don't feel like everybody needs it. And I noticed as far as even with the... some of the functions like for the air mode, like to where you don't have to touch it, you could just slide it up and down, or you know, do the little fun things that I noticed the S6 could do. It doesn't do that on here. Like far as like the live screen doodle thing, I noticed you can still do that. Like, let me show you that function really quick so you guys can kind of get what I'm talking about. Even just like some things with the pen, I noticed you got to keep pressing it multiple times just for you to do something. So if I wanted to just, out of my gallery, take a picture, like this could work, but I just noticed like even just certain things it should work on, it doesn't work. Like when I would watch YouTube videos and I didn't have to touch it, I could just gracefully just go up and down without touching the screen and it will move. It doesn't do that. So, and this is just like the live notes. You guys know about this. This is nothing new. But look, like even just here, I'm gonna show you guys on here. Like as like I'm pushing a little button, nothing about it. It doesn't move. And you guys see me, I'm gracing this. Nothing moves. Like even if I wanted to pause it and like watch a video and pause it, it won't pause. And I think that's kind of weird. Let me see.
Work goes smoothly when you know the right steps. With Asana, you can coordinate tasks across teams. And
so it's kind of like, what do I need the S Pen for? So this is probably sure the reason why I give the tablet a B+, because it's like, if it's not going to do some of the things I'm knowing it should do, why do I need it? And if I'm messing up on it, let me know. But I do know this S Pen does not sometimes work. But if I'm doing something wrong, please let me know in the comment section. But as far as really anything else about the tablet, I don't game, so I don't need to show you guys that, but this is basically everything I basically use on my tablet. There's not really much bad about it. Like I said, if you could look past not getting the Galaxy Store, if you can look past, you know, the S Pen having its little issues, then that's cool. But as far as really anything else, there's nothing really wrong with it. The display is gorgeous. The sound is incredible. You're definitely going to get all 15 inches of this tablet. So that's the best I could say on it. I would have to say it's a B+, but other people can grade it however they want to. But as far as my needs, it's a B+. But yeah, so that's really all that I have to show you guys, because there's nothing really else I do on here. So I hope you guys did like the video. Hopefully it wasn't too disappointing, but this is what I use it for. If you guys like what you saw, please subscribe. Please leave me a comment down below. Like I said, if I'm missing something that I didn't show, let me know and I can gladly do another video and show you guys what's on here. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. See you later.